Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo Famicom system. Last episode we ended outside this village, Gishel. It looks like it's a village of shepherds. I'd take care of the sheep. And that caused this little cutscene to happen. This lady's chasing this sheep around. And she can just walk right through the other sheep. Come back here, I give up. Alright, well, have fun tending the sheep. And then we have some magic here. We can get those, whatchamacallit, we can get those status changing spells, the Toad and Minnie, but we don't need them. We already got one. We only need one use of them, so. Let's head on into the inn, play another piano, see another dancer. Fat Chocobos can store items in its belly. That's weird. And let's watch the dancer dance, and then we'll watch, then we'll play the piano again. And then head through that suspicious-looking hole over there to the right. Through the door up there is the inn in the item shop. The item shop only sells those Gishel greens that you can use to summon the Fat Chocobo in the Chocobo Forest. And like that goal said, you can store items in the Fat Chocobo's belly. I'm Kate. I write letters. You should write letters too. And I don't know if in future Final Fantasies they usually have a hidden development room team. And so maybe that's like the first incident of that happening, the first time of that happening. Maybe there's something in the Japanese release that didn't get translated over here. Maybe they're saying like they gave the address to write to the company. I don't know. But we got a revive spring here. And then we got a few more buildings to check out. Got some good treasure to get in some of these buildings. So this shop sells magic keys. They open doors. If you have the thief class, and you have the thief class in the front of your party, or you have the character selected, who's the thief, showing their icon on the screen, you can open doors without magic keys. But we're going to get 2 magic keys in this village, actually, so hidden in the grass. That Shuriken there is like the ultimate weapon. It's a one-time use weapon that can only be equipped by the ninjas, which is like the ultimate melee class in the game. But you don't get that until the very end, so visitors, it's been years since we had people visit us. And we got another Chocobo ranch here. Chocobos love Gishel greens. There's a special Chocobo that lives in the Chocobo woods. Try putting some Gishel greens by the trees in the middle of the woods. The Fat Chocobo might appear. Well, he will appear. Like I said, you can put items in his belly. Stores them like an inventory screen. We can go talk to these Chocobos. There's a hidden passage here. The Chirugan might be a good place to put it. They're really, really expensive. You can buy them in this like hidden shop. In like this bonus dungeon. We'll end up keeping it because, like I said, they're very expensive. But over here we can get 2 magic keys and another Gishel green. We can use those 2 magic keys in Castle Argus. There's 2 doors that we didn't open there. Well, we didn't actually even see those doors because the pathway to them we weren't told about. So, but I think with those shepherds, I think of Red Dress Goat Girl. This girl who was tending goats in Iraq. She thought it was funny when I was trying to talk with the goats while we were building a patrol base in Harjab. She was out there. They were. A wall of fire blocks you. I was taking pictures of them as they were, building up the patrol base, and she was out in the field next to the patrol base, tending her goats, and I was petting the goats and going goat ma to them. She was kind of laughing. She was saying other things to me too, but I didn't speak her language. And the dwarf's horn was stolen. I wonder what she's up to these days. But there's a bunch of treasure down here, but a boulder blocks our path, just like how the fire blocks our path in that cave up to the north. We were told that the fire crystal is in this island, Probably and beyond that, that wall of fire. The 2 horns made of ice are treasure. One of them was stolen. Gusco's made off with the horn of ice. He escaped through the underground lake, but we can't swim. Please find the horn. The thief who stole escaped to the underground lake. We also have some items for sale. We have a weapon shop and an armor shop, and an inn and an item shop. So we're gonna buy the ice helm for our fighter. Give that to him right away. Give some more protection. I think it also gives some protection from fire. So we've got some protection from fire, protection from ice, the 2 different males. And then here's the weapon shop. And we want to grab another one of those Tangeweenies for the monk there. You can also buy one of those light staffs. That's like the ice staff and the fire staff, but this one, it casts lightning. So, out to sea, far to the east, is a place over the village called Gishel. We were just there. And a glass-like tower is in the mountains up north, but a hole took its place after the earthquake. Okay. And you see what the items they have here. Potentially buy some gold needles. Some of the enemies in the upcoming dungeon can petrify you. But we have a few gold needles. And we get a few more in that dungeon, so we'll be okay. But I'll probably restock on them after I go through that dungeon, whatever ones I use. So I'm gonna get rid of some old inventory here that we're never gonna need again. You see our inventory is getting pretty crowded there, so alrighty. And let's head on down those stairs over there, and that'll take us to the underground lake. We put a ward around the shrine, no one can get in now, and if we try to get in and touch that other horn, we get sent back. So, too bad the ward wasn't there earlier and could have stopped this Gusco guy from stealing the other ice horn, but well, it's up to us to find him. He's in a subterranean lake. So, as our character said there, we're going to have to use the toad spell again. Turn into toads, jump in the lake, and then as soon as we get in the lake, we want to untoad. Because remember, when you're a toad, you can't do anything. You basically have no attack, no defense, and you can't even cast spells like you could when you were a mini, so not very good. So this is a very short dungeon, and it's not confusing at all. It's just one straight shot. So, got some bomb enemies here. Like the bomb enemies in Final Fantasy II, if you damage them and don't defeat them, on their next turn, they will use the Explode spell, which does high physical damage on your characters. Unfortunately, they do not have any weaknesses, where a lot of the bomb enemies in Final Fantasy II had either a weakness to fire or lightning. These guys got nothing. But I just finish them off. There are 6 new enemies in this area, but 3 of them aren't found until the very end, the last floor. Let's keep on heading down here, grab some more treasure chests. Like I said, there's no, it's a straight shot through this dungeon. This floor we can start encountering stalagmites, and they're the annoying enemy. They're the ones that can turn you into stone with their glare spell. Thankfully they drop gold needles, so if you, you know, have to use a gold needle, you can kind of sometimes get lucky and have them be replenished just through this fight. Spell's kind of annoying. It seems to be pretty accurate too, so I end up using a few gold needles, but I do, like I said, end up refreshing them after I get through this cave. Once again, no weaknesses, so just hit him with whatever. And there's another enemy down. I wonder what our capacity's at. Probably pretty high, because we haven't really been changing jobs. Capacity maxed out at 255. And here's the last new enemy that we can find on these first few floors. Like I said, the other 3 enemies are down below. And they're all like water elemental enemies. So they'll be weak to lightning. So that might be a good reason to maybe buy one of those lightning staffs for Baby Moo. But I didn't feel like spending the money. Plus, even with the lightning, the spells, the weaknesses to the spells, Baby Moo doesn't do too much damage to the enemies because she has kind of a low intelligence because her magic is based on her soul stat. It'd be nicer if Tupelo could use those, or the Black Mage. Any Black Mage can use the staffs because they have the high intelligence modifier. All those Zeus's rages we were picking up, those are lightning items. They basically cast like a lightning 2 spell when used, or a lightning spell. Another gold needle there. And here we are on the basement floor, and we're in the water basically. So this is where we can run into some other new enemies. So here's the first one, the Merman. As I said, they are weaker to lightning, but we don't have any thunder spells because I used them all up on our visit over here. I could have stayed at the inn with the dwarves, but yeah, it wasn't that important. So I knew this dungeon was very short, so saving all my level 2 spells for the boss coming up. We know who it's going to be. It's going to be that Gutsko guy. The thief. Who stole the Horn of Ice. One of the horns. I wonder why you didn't take the second one. Maybe they... Because we'll learn that he's kind of after both of them. But... oh well. We'll find that out a little bit later. Let's just finish off these enemies here. There we go. Alright. And this is the floor where we will find end of Gutsko, so... like I said, it's a very short dungeon, so... and one of those stalagmites ended up dropping the thing. The gold needle. Some more money. Let's head up on this way. There's another treasure chest up here. And we also see somebody over there. That's probably that Gutsko guy. We get into another random encounter right in front of them and see the final 2 enemies. The ruinous wave there on top. And then the sea fish there. Or sea devil fish on the bottom. These guys are, along with the mermen, are only found on this floor. So if you're like trying to fill out your bestiary, so you're playing the DS version or the remade version. I guess that I don't know if the Pixel remaster has in bestiary. You might want to stay around here and farm. So you can return to this dungeon at any time. You just have to go back to the dwarf cave and cast the toad spell to get back in it, so... oh, we got a squeaky rat with me here. Uh-oh. Now these 4 mice, they gotta make this guy squeak and turn back over his thing that he stole, the ice horn. So it's a good thing we have a chance to heal up. We don't get into an automatic talking with him when we step in front of him. So you have an opportunity to heal up. The horn is mine. Die. Man, these guys are all mean. This guy, he's a fan of snakes. Uh-oh, that's not good. Snakes are mean. I can't like snakes. I mean, well, you know, Some people keep snakes as pets. Can't be a fan of them though because, you know, they tend to eat rats and mice and all those things, boppers, but I guess to each their own. Some people will look at me weird because I have rats. So, I guess, understanding of other people and their likes. So, once again, like, most, whatchamacallit, like most bosses, Gutsco here has really high magic defense, so a majority of our damage is going to be done through melee characters, Fang and Tangeweenie. But we can still get a little bit of extra, you know, bonus damage from Tupelo. Baby Moo, not too much. Both her arrow spell and using one of the staffs, it's basically only causing 1 damage. So just do what she does best. Act as our healer. Guts goes not too hard, mainly targets with that Fire 2 spell, but it doesn't take off too much damage, as you can see. Especially if it hits Fang, because Fang has some protection from that fire, thanks to the ice helmet. Unfortunately, our melee characters are having some really bad hits here. Not good. So, but this guy is I was gonna say last easy boss, but there's some other easy bosses. But we do have a tough boss following him. So he's kind of a stepping stone, I guess. Well, the next boss is kind of your first big stepping stone to determine, you know, are you really good or not. So be prepared for the upcoming challenges. I think they call him like the that one boss, or the disc 1 boss. Not the final boss, but a boss that kind of appears at an important part in the game. I guess if this was a bigger game and had to be split like into multiple discs, like some games eventually wore, like in the PlayStation 1 era, PlayStation 2 era, there might be a time when the disc might be changed. So, hey, what's that? There's like a hyphen following us. We can talk with it, but it just gives a question mark. I'm sure it's nothing. And of course, by that, I'm being sarcastic. So, you have another battle here with the Sea Devils and the Ruinous Waves. Now we can show the stats for the Sea Devils. I guess I could have off-screened this battle and shown those stats in the other battle, but I wanted you to have some time to check out the stats. I got my squeaky rat with me here. She's trying to chew on the cables. She's mad at me. She's like, Dad, I want to chew on the TV cables. No. No, Princess Guinevere. My boys don't want to chew on the cables. But she just always wants to go behind the computer and chew on cables. And I've done as much as I could to prevent, you know, her from being able to get back there. But she's so tiny that she can just squeeze in anywhere. Rats have an interesting thing with them. Their bodies. Their ribs can collapse back and in. So basically, if a rat can fit its head into something, it can squeeze its whole body in, because they can collapse their ribs to be basically as thin as their head. So she's a tiny little girl. She gets everywhere. The boys are big and fat. They're like twice her size, and they're lazy too. That tends to be a normal thing in rats. The males tend to be more lazy and tend to make like better pets, I guess, because they're less active. If you're just looking for a cuddle buddy, but if you like those crazy ones that run around a lot, hey, you get a girl. So my girls have always been more hyperactive and destructive than the boys. But look, they're all still loved no matter what their gender is. So, alright, well, we made our way out of the cave, so let's return that horn. And maybe we can get rid of this hyphen that's following us. Also known as an M dash because it's as wide as a lowercase m. And then the N dash is just a smaller dash. Thanks for returning the horn. And then this guy will move the barrier. And now we can place the horn, so we're going to go to this section here. Can I place the horn right here? Yes, please do. Let's press our B button, find the horn in our inventory. There it is. Plop it down. We made like a little smiley face there. Uh-oh. Ha! I was disguised as your shadow. The horns are mine. It's Gutsko again. Uh-oh. He's going to grab both of our horns, and no one's going to do anything. He's going to grab them, and lets us know that they're the horns of ice, and they repel fire. And he's basically going to take them to the cave up north to repel the fire. That idiot went to the North Mountains. Go stop him. Gutsko escaped to the North Cave. He's stolen the horns. Both of our horns have been stolen. Lolly-o. Now Gutsko has both horns. No, Gutsko has both horns. So it's the same thing. So that guy. Gutsko escaped to the North Cave. He's stolen both the horns. Now this dwarf, he always seems to get in the way. So if he gets in the way like this, you don't feel like waiting, what you can always do is you can reset his position by, you know, just leaving the area. You know, so he turned around there. If he would have went straight, I would have just stuck around. But you can leave the area, resets his position, and then hopefully he doesn't go and block your way through those stairs. Do these dwarfs have anything to say? Nope, they didn't even try to stop Gutsko. But we will stop here in our next episode. Make my save here. I'll go back into the inn and heal up. I just didn't want to do that in this episode, but I'll do that next episode and meet you back here. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.